ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss one of the topic, why do we give charity? Sometimes we go to the temple, go to the monastery, some of the philanthropic organizations, and we give their donations, and also they says to us, donate generously, अर्थात हृदय से आप दान करिए. So most of the time nowadays people are confused. People think, oh, we give charity, we give donations, that donations we gave, actually we should not do that. People think like that. But this topic we will discuss today, and I will clarify and why there is a need to give donation या charity. दान देने का महत्व के बारे में वर्णन करेंगे. So we will discuss it from Bhagavad Gita, Sri Ishopanishad and Srimad Bhagavatam. So myself is Sachiputra Gurdas, all of you know, and please hear this lecture completely, and if you will get some clarification, some knowledge from this lecture, then my endeavor, whatever I try, I think it will be some extent, some success. So let's begin. So in Upadeshamrita, the nectar of instruction, 500 years before, Rupa Goswami, he actually wrote this book, and in the fourth mantra he says, Dadati pratigruhnati guhyam akhyati pritchati bhunkte bhujayate chaiva sadvidham pritilakshanam. He says, offering gifts in charity and accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring confidentiality, accepting prasad and offering prasad are the 6 symptoms of love shared by one devotee and another. So in our social activities, so we all do all these 6 things. So first is dadati and pratigruhnati. First is we give, we offer some gifts in charity. So then question arises, why do we give charity? So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna actually instructed to Arjuna in 18th chapter, there is very nice verse. He says, Yajna dana tapah karma na tyajyam karyam eva tat yajna danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinaha. Yajna means doing sacrifices, giving charity, dana, and tapah, doing austerity. Na tyajyam karyam eva tat. One should not quit all these 3 things, because these 3 activities actually makes a person pure. Pavanani manishinam. Person become pure. So dana, the concept of dana, it is very ancient. In all religion, people actually give charity. सारे धर्म में लोग देते हैं. So 150 years before, in India we have Gurukul, and Gurukul are actually, they are run with the temple. So temple management actually funded for those Gurukuls, and my great grandfather, he was a teacher in Gurukul. So Gurukuls were run and people goes to the temple and they give donations, दान देते थे. As for example, suppose you are a householder person, grihastha, and you don't have male child, you only have daughters, and you are growing the daughters, teaching them, educating them, and when they become grown up, what do you need? You need a husband for your daughter, son-in-law. So when you search for a son-in-law, where do you get that son-in-law? Good character, genuine person in the society. How do you get? So you have to go to the temple and give the charity, donations. When that donation is used in the education of those students, where they get the best knowledge, like how to become a perfect human being, how to become a good citizen in the society, how to actually follow the religious codes of conducts. So they learn everything in that Gurukul. After getting education from the Gurukul, so they are in good character. So that's why, although you don't have a son, but you will get a good son-in-law if you give charity. And also temples, they do so many social activities. So there are so many social activities like helping the poor in the vulnerable section of the society, and they feed mass number of peoples. And when you go to the temple, we learn, you get so much knowledge, like basic knowledge like cleanliness, cleanliness next to godliness. So temples are very cleaned, but nowadays those temples are run by government, those temples are run by so-called members of that temple. Some temples are not clean, but basically if you will come to our temples, ISKCON temples, you will get, you see that temples are very cleaned, and you learn that yes, I have to clean my home, I have to remain clean. So you can learn that. At the same time, the temples, they run the Gurukuls, they were holding programs, Bhagavad Katha, seminars, Bhajan Sandhya, Bhajan Kirtan, and people learn a lot of things. We have Sarva Siksha Abhijan, where we teach a few, the students up to the age of 14 years, 16 years old. And sometimes we give them stipends. But this education is for all people, all section of people. A person, even if very old, he can go to the temple, he can learn. So dadati, one has to give. So this is called donation. And if you don't give donation, then there is forcibly the government actually levied tax upon you. Like there is income tax department. If you hide your money, if you don't want to give that money to the government in tax, then government people will come, CBI, and then there is ED is there. So they will come and they put red, and you will have to go to suffer through this court trials. So that's why there is two things is that because the government cannot reach to the bottom level. Now we have Panchayat Raj, but not the all section of the people. That's why there is a need of temples, NGOs, need of some of the voluntary organizations, those who come up and help the people. So that is dadati. And the devotees, specifically the devotees, what we do? When the people come to the temple, we give them prasadam, we give them harinam, we give them some Bhagavad Gita, some of the literatures. We talk with them, we try to help them to clear their doubts. So that is dadati. So one has to offer gifts in charity. So there are actually three types of charity people do. So first charity is here, it is said, दातव्यम इति यत् दानम दीयते अनुपकारिणे देशे काले च पात्रे च तद्दानम सात्विकम स्मृतम. So sometimes charity given out of duty. So you think that it is my duty, I should give charity. And when you do that and you don't have any expectation, you are not going to expect that, oh, I have given this much of money, like suppose 1000 rupees, and Krishna should help me and Krishna in return should give me 1 lakh rupees. It is not such like dealing. So it is said that without expectation of return. Sometimes people comes to our temple, they have that faith. If you would give charity, if you would give donation to Radha Rasbihari, then Radha Rasbihari in return gives so much to us. Diyate nupakarine. Irrespective of returns, you are not going to expect it. Dese kala chaprat, the proper time and place, and to worthy person is considered to be in the mode of goodness. So Bali Maharaj, he was a great king, he was a very good Dani, Danbir, Bali Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj, when Lord Vamana came to him and for the desire to, to get some donation, charity. So Bali Maharaj, he actually offered so many lucrative things to Lord Vamana. He said to Lord Vamana, "O Vamana, you are a brahmachari, you are a Brahmin. If you don't have any wealth, please ask me for some wealth. If you don't have land, I will give you land. If you don't have any building or home, then I will construct one good palace for you. If you are not married, if you are desire to marry, then I will also arrange for your marriage." So he was giving so many suggestions to Lord Vamana. But Lord Vamana said, no, I only want 3 steps of land only in my small foods. And Bali Maharaj laughed. He said, "You are very foolish. You don't have any knowledge. You should ask me more. Why you are asking me 3 steps?" So we see when that time his Guru Maharaj Shukracharya said, "Oh Bali, this is not Vamana, this is not a Brahmana, this is Lord Vishnu. He has come here in a disguise form. He will take away everything from you." But Bali Maharaj that time, he was actually, when he heard that he is Lord Vishnu, he said, "Yes, I have to give. Now, previously I was thinking, I was in doubtful whether I should give or not. Now I heard that he is Vishnu, I should give him." So that is without any expectation of return. So this is in the mode of goodness. If you are in the mode of goodness, you go to some place and you give the charity you never expect. You do it, you think that it is my duty as a citizen. So that's why you give. But in the mode of passion, it is said, "Yatyu pratyu upakarartham phalam uddishya va punaha diyate cha parikrishtam taddanam rajasa smritam." So a rajasic vyakti, means a passionatic person, what he does, prati upakara artham, for the sake of getting some return. Nowadays, most of the people, when they do give donation, that time they, in their mind, in their heart, in their inner thoughts, they have that desire. I am giving here something. What will I get from here? Sometimes I preach to the people. Some people come to our temple and the first interaction, what they say is, when we go to the temple, the devotees ask donations. Why the devotees ask donation? What is the need? for them to ask such things that you have to donate, you have to help. Why? Because the devotees understand that the need of preaching the Krishna consciousness in all our world, every place, every nook and corner of this world, that's why they need this money. And through that money, what they do? They never smoke bedi. They don't smoke like, cigarettes. They don't drink wine with your money. They actually use that money for helping the people to become Krishna conscious, to revive their Krishna consciousness. So that is the need. That's why they are sick. But here the person who gives, he is sick in return something. Phalam uddishya va punaha. Again, he needs a result. And it is said that in a grudging mood, they are very puffed up, proud. They feel that, I am giving, I am the doer. In Vrindavan, one person actually, he gave charity one fan. He gave a donation, one fan in one temple. And that person become old. And he told to his grandson, actually when I was young, I gave one fan to that temple, Banke Bihari temple. And that grandson somehow that he went to Vrindavan and he actually went to the temple. And he said that 20 years back my grandfather, he came to a temple, he gave one donation, one fan, and his name was written there. So that person went there. And the devotees, they showed that this is the fan your grandson has actually given in charity. And he saw that, where is the name of my grandfather? Oh, it is written in the blade, in the fan blade. And his grandson was telling, you should not run this fan, because my grandfather name should be seen. If anyone come and he could see that yes, this is the person who donated this fan. So that is the idea of those people who give charity in that way. So diyate cha pariklistam taddanam, that type of grudging mood that I have given. I am the actually karta dharta of this temple. I have done this so much. So this is not actually proper dana. This is not the proper mood. But if a person who is in the mood of ignorance, अगर कोई व्यक्ति ऐसा है कि जो कुछ समझ में नहीं आता, what he do? अदेश काल यद्दानम अपात्रेभ्यश्च दीयते असत्कृतम अज्ञानतम तत्तामसम उदाहृतम. And the charity performed at an impure place, in an improper time, to unworthy persons or without proper attention and respect, is said to be in the mood of goodness. Adeshe kala. So sometimes people goes and they think that this is the place I have to give donation. But in that place, the spiritual activity is not going on. Yesterday, one of my friends, she was telling me that she used to go to one holy place. I don't want to call this name, Baba's Dham. And she was very much, attracted to that place. Previously she used to come, she used to have darshan. And yesterday she was telling me that, nowadays I don't feel to go to that place. Although that place is, according to most of the people, very holy place, people go there, but there is only hotels. There is no yajna, no kirtan, no katha, nothing is going on. Just you have to go and have the darshan of that Baba and go back to your home. So that is kind of like adeshe kale. People come to that place and give charity to there. Charity. Crores and crores of people's money they are getting. Apatrebhyascha diyate. If a person is not devotee, if a person is just common man, he is begging in the street light, and you think very compassionate, You think that let me give charity to this person. Do you know what that person does with your money? That person will smoke bidi. He will drink wine. He will misuse your money. Then you will not get any benefit. Sometimes people give blood donation. Sometimes people give also nowadays very famous is limb transplant, where people actually offer their eyes, kidney, heart. They say that before death you can extract all these limbs from me and implant it on another person, though that person who lives, wants to live, means disease. So do you know, if you will give eyes to that person, आँख देते हैं, you think that I have done a great job, great charity in my life. After death also, my eyes could see the things. My heart can function in another person's body. My kidney can function in another person's body. But do you know, if that person actually involved in spiritual activity, he is doing all good activity in the society, then you will get the credit. Then you have to check that whether that person is a devotee or not, whether that person is chanting the holy name or not, whether that person is reading the scriptures and he is trying to preach this. You have to check it. If you will not check, if that person will actually involve in some, bad activities, suppose like stealing, threatening others, doing harm to others, then you will get all the results, all the credits. Whatever sinful activities that person does, you will get some percentage. मिलेगा आपको. So be careful when you give charity. बहुत ध्यान देना चाहिए. असत्कृतम अवज्ञातम. It is said that without any respect and without proper attention. When you give charity, you should have a respect to that person. It is not like that the saintly persons, when they come, people think they are like beggars. No, a saintly person is not a beggar. Sukdev Goswami used to visit the homes of the materialistic persons, and he stood in front of that home for only 10 to 15 minutes as a person can milking a cow. गाय दूहने के समय तक वो खड़ा रहते थे. Why? Because he want to help that householder who is very busy in his household activities. He is very busy. Just to actually give some knowledge, give some actually inspirations to enlighten that person. So that's why when a person comes, you are giving some dakshina, yadan to that saintly persons, and that in return that saintly person, what he gives you? He gives you, it is said here, pratigrinati. Also in return, it is that accept some charitable gifts. People comes to our temple, they give some donations, they bring something, for the Lord's service, they do annadan. So all these gifts one has to also accept. Sometimes we go to the people and those people are not following any rules and regulations, like they are eating meat, they are drinking, they are involved in gambling, they are involved in illicit affairs. Sometimes we meet these people also. And these people also, sometimes conjuice, miserly person also, they give some gifts, they give also some charity. So should we accept or not accept? Yes, we should accept, but we should be very careful to use that gifts. You should use it for the Krishna service. That if that money, that gift is used in the Krishna service, then that person will get some sukruti, some piety. And when that person will get that, and slowly, gradually, he will come up in the stage where he could perform devotional service. Once there was a person, he was doing worship to one, so-called self-proclaimed God. आजकल बहुत सारे ऐसा. He was worshiping. One devotee went to his home, and that person was doing arti that time. And the devotee who went there for charity, he actually stood there. He was also offering pranam. He was actually respecting to that self-proclaimed God. Although one should not give some respect to these such persons, but he did that. later that person who was worshipping that soul self proclaimed God, तथाकथित भगवान का पूजा करता था, that person become a devotee. He gave so much charity, and the devotee who went there for preaching, he had so much patience just to help that person. Pratigranati. Then guhyam akhyati prichhati. It is said that revealing one's mind in confidence. Lord Krishna says to Arjuna that bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasya hetu uttamam. It is in fourth chapter. Lord Krishna told to Arjuna, why I actually deliver this knowledge to you, Arjuna. I never deliver this knowledge to any saintly persons, any Muni, Rusi, Brahman. Why did I choose? You are a warrior, you are a Kshatriya. Why did I choose? It is said, Sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratana bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasya hetu uttamam. Krishna says that you are my devotee. You are my friend. That's why this rahasya confidential knowledge I am giving to you. So here we see that Krishna says, so that's why when we reveal our mind in confidence, nowadays loneliness is very dangerous. People are committing suicide. There are so many problems in the homes. बहुत सारे समस्या है. Why these problems are there? Because no one is friend. No one loves anyone. Although they call themselves that I am the parents, I am the son and daughter of this person, we are brother and sisters, we have all the relationship at our home, but we don't love in real. Reality is not there. Because we are not finding anyone our friend. Bhakti Brihad Maharaj was telling, a small son, younger son, may be a friend of the mother. It is not that a very younger, small son, 4-year, 5-year son. How that small child become friend of that mother? Because when there is some conflict in between the husband and wife, the mother means the wife, mother, she cannot express it to others. She says to that younger son, then do you know your father has done today, he chastised me, he beat me. And the small son said, Mummy, Papa aisa bola. See, that small child just hold a stick and I want to beat my father. That's a small thing. But that help a lot to come out from that, precarious condition. So that's why it is said, revealing one's mind in confidence. In the devotees community also, whenever we have difficulty, whenever we have problems, we should go and seek the help from the seniors, from our juniors. Inquiring confidentiality, we should also ask questions. What are those questions? There are two types of questions are there, emotional questions and intelligent questions. We most of the time ask the emotional questions. ऐसा क्यों हुआ? ये क्या है? वो क्या है? But intelligent questions are those questions which are related to our life. Suppose you are asking questions, के आमी केने आमार जारता पत्र है. I am a big pandit. I am a big scholar. I have so much wealth. I am a very rich person. But why am I suffering in this material world? Why people are giving troubles to me? Why I am facing so many material disasters? Why my mind is giving troubles to me? These are the questions. So, inquiring confidentiality. Krishna Sambandha Vijnanam. Wanted to inquire the questions related to Krishna consciousness activities. Then bhungte bhujoite chaiva. One has to accept prasad and offering prasad to others. So what is prasad? Prabhu ke Sakshat Darshan. If you have not understand the form of the Lord, the names of the Lord, the scriptures, then eat prasad. Prasad means, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram puspam phalam toyam evam yo bhaktya prayachati. Tadaham bhaktya upahritam asnami prayatatmana. Krishna says, I eat all those offerings like patram, tulsi leaves, a small leaf, puspam, some offering of flowers, phalam, some fruits, and toya means water, little bit water. Srila Prabhupada says it is very easy to arrange. Anywhere in this material world, you can offer and you can get. Krishna actually, whatever you gives, he returns to you in a purified state. Sometimes the Nirakarvadis, those who are impersonalists, they argue, how is that Krishna eats? How is that you offer prasad pura plate leke gaya and you offer it and in return nothing is less, everything is there. How Krishna ate everything? So it is said that in Brahma Samhita, Angnani yasya sakalendriya bhritimanti pasyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti. So it is said that Krishna can do anything and everything with his one part of his body, one limb. Suppose our hand can do some work, but hand can't see. But Krishna can do multi activities, means whatever not easy or not means possible for you, that is. What is impossible for you, Krishna can that impossible thing with that one limb. He can see through this hand, he can eat through this hand, he can do procreate with this hand, he can actually hear through this hand, he can do anything. So Krishna can acquire the knowledge, he can eat through his eyes, by just his glance. It is said that through his glance he actually created this material world. What is the difficulty for him? There is nothing difficult for him. Everything is possible for him. So Krishna can do that. So whenever a person comes to the temple, we offer them prasad. We also advocate them, propagate this idea that prepare prasadam at your home. Don't use onion, garlic. Don't eat non-veg. So if you don't know the preparations, go to YouTube and just type how to prepare food, a sattvic food, a Krishna consciousness food. Then you will get so many videos. You can have the knowledge. Yes, I can prepare this. I can do this. Accepting prasadam. So prasadams in different forms. It is not only just on some foods. Prasadam means mercy, means one has to share the Krishna consciousness activities with others. So Krishna consciousness movement is actually established. It is meant for helping others to understand what is the teachings of Lord Krishna, what is there in the scriptures. If a person take Krishna consciousness, what benefits he derives from this? So many knowledge one has to share. Once Lokanath Swami Maharaj was sitting when he was a brahmachari in our temple, Juhu temple. So Giriraj Maharaj, that time he was Giriraj brahmachari. He was the temple president. He asked Lokanath Swami, why you are sitting here? Then Maharaj said that I am very new. I don't know the philosophy. I am very new. How can I go out and help others for preaching? Then Giriraj Maharaj said, today you attended the Bhagavatam class. Apne Bhagavatam class attend kiya? Then Lokanath Swami said, yes, I actually attended that class. And have you, make some notes? Yes, I have prepared the notes. So then go there, go out and tell people about this Bhagavatam class, what you heard. So it is not very difficult for preaching. Sharing Krishna consciousness, you can do that. Whatever you are hearing, whatever you heard, just go and tell this to others. And if you do that, people actually by hearing, Sravanadi Siddha Chitta Karo, then the purification starts. Slow and steady wins the race. It is not that one overnight program. today you heard and tomorrow you will become pure devotee. No, it takes so much time. You have to hear from the pure devotee of the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Chetu darpana marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam. When you hear about Krishna, then the cleansing activity starts. Safai chalu ho jata hai in your chitta, mind. That cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years. There are so many dust, so many black things, fully dirty. Our heart is so much dirt, and extinguishes the fire of conditional life. In this conditional life, we are just burning. A person is smiling outwardly, but inside their heart, just the heart is burning, like 2000 centigrade. So much heat is there. That heat can be actually extinguished through this Sri Krishna Sankirtan and repeated birth and death. One will be free from this repeated birth and death. So we are again and again coming to this material world. Are you all interested to come again and again? Most of the people are not interested. Some people don't have any idea that what happens after death. Sometimes they are so much confused. They think, after death, what happens? Who knows? Who has seen? No one has seen. Aisa bolte. So that's why they think that this is the end of this life. I have to end my life. I don't want to live anymore. After, if you are ending your life in that way, still you are progressing, still you are continuing. Like small insect. Have you seen that in it is just crawling? It just one leaf to another leaf. Is when it crawl, first of all it moves its head section to another leaf. Then the rest of the body also move later. So same way ऐसा चला जाता है. Same way when we leave our body, we get another birth. That's why Lord Krishna says, Jatasya hi dhruva mrityu dhruva janma mrutasya cha tasmat apariharyarthe nainam sachitumar. Krishna says that one should not be very much doubtful in this. This is truth. So this Sankirtan, like the chanting of the glories of the Supreme Lord, is the preaching, is the prime benediction of the humanity at large. Srila Prabhupada said, that's why he says that the members, that's why it is said that all the people in this world, those who wants peace, those who wants peace of mind and tranquility and friendly relationships between men and nations, they must follow this Krishna consciousness system of religion. They must follow. Without this, there is no hope. You are just hoping against hope. And it also spreads the rays of benediction of moon. Like in the night time, if the moon is there, the soothing beam of the moon rays, it actually solaces our heart. So there are so many songs which praise about the full moon. Chandini Raat ka bahut gaane hai. So it is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. We all are actually anxious for the nectar. Amrut ke liye hum sab prayas karte hain. Always in our life we actually anxious. And all the devotees, not only the devotees, all the karmis, all the materialist people, they also anxious for it. So that's why we can test Purna Amruta Swadanam. You will always be in bliss condition. Bliss means not like so-called happiness. Happiness easily can be actually converted. It can be changed to distress. Very fraction of seconds. Suppose one boy who got 500 out of 600, 500 mark rakha hai 600 se, and he was very happy. He was thinking, I have actually scored more than other students. And immediately later 2-3 minutes, one boy come, he said that I have actually scored 510 marks, 510 marks. Then immediately that boy who was happy for 500 marks, his face, if you look, just turn into yellow, बदल जाता है. Same way, so in this world, whatever happiness, it actually become change to unhappy situation very quickly. But bliss means you are always happy. In any condition, any situations, you are happy. So that's why we discuss this Krishna consciousness when you are actually preaching. And Lord Krishna is also very happy. He says that yayidam paramam guhyam mad bhaktya abhidya sati bhakti mayi parakrutva mam eva asi asansaya. Krishna says that if a person give this prasad mercy to others, confidence and knowledge to speak others, if a person goes out and take the hardship for preaching, then Krishna says that he will get my pure devotion. शुद्ध भक्ति मिलता है उसको, है ना. Do you all need शुद्ध भक्ति? Then do it. If you don't want just karma mishra bhakti, jnana mishra bhakti, dhyana mishra bhakti, some mixed bhakti you want, sometimes enjoy this material world, and you want to some little bit practice Krishna consciousness, do it. It is your choice. But if you want to fully remain in bliss, Atmaram बनना चाहते, if you want to be a self-realized soul, Atmaram, then take up this. And Krishna says that bhakti mayi parakruta, that person will get para bhakti, and mam eva asi asansaya, then there is no doubt he will come to me. And Krishna said, nacha tasmat manushyasu kaschin me priyakrityama bhavita na chame bhuya anya priyataro bhavi. He is very dear to me. No one is in this material world can become very dear to me than that devotees. That's why those devotees who are preaching, they are very special devotees. And those who are hearing my lectures, you just continue to hear. I will actually clear your all doubts. I will make I will try my best to help all of you to become good devotees in your life. So that's why the concept we discuss here, that why do we give charity? What is the need of that? That concept I hope I cleared. So we will end here. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe this channel. And if you like this video, then please share this video with your friends, especially students, those who understand English. They will get some knowledge. Thanks a lot. Hare Krishna. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.